Okay. So guys, yesterday we have discussed about like a route filtering, and what route filtering is going to do. It is just going to remove the unwanted information, right? That's the meaning of route filtering. And you can do the route filtering like first you have to match the route. You can use the match the route step one. To match the route, you can use the either ACL or either you can go for the prefix list, right? And then step number two, you need to apply the ACL and prefix list into the distribute list, right? You need to create the routing AGRP one, and you can say that distribute list, and then put the ACL number, whatever the ACL. If you have an ACL number, then put the ACL number, then perform the out direction and other in the direction. If you have a prefix list, then put the prefix list number, distribute list, then put the prefix and define the name of the prefix. Let's just go and see the out or in. It's totally up to you, depend on the flow, right? So if you don't know the which interface you're going to apply, just put the out and in. Even you can match the interface if you want. If you don't match the interface, what happened? Just take example. If you just put the out on the R2, what happened? This ACL and prefix is whatever the ACL and prefix that you have created, right? This will be applied on the both interfaces. Because for R2, right? For R2, what happened? If the packet is coming from this direction, it will be an inbound. This interface will be an inbound, and this interface will be an outbound. If the packet is coming from this direction, this will be an inbound, and this will be an outbound. So at the same time, what happened? This interface 0/0, it can be a outbound, right? Or it can be a inbound as well. As the same time 0/1, it can be a outbound or it can be a inbound as well. As so if you just put the out keyword over there, distribute list one out, in this case what happened, you're applying this thing on a all active EIGRP interface. All active EIGRP interface in the sense of whatever the interface that has enabled in the EIGRP protocol. Okay, with now only to the particular AS number. For example, you have, if you put the router EIGRP1, then for example, if this guy has a 0/2 and this guy has enabled with the EIGRP number 2, right? So in this case, what happened if you put the out, it is only applicable for this person and this person, not to the this one, because this belongs from the EIGRP number 2, right? Chalo. So next one we have seen that we see that how to perform the route filtering with the route map concept, right? So let's see how this thing will work. So let me configure this topology. Okay, I'm not going to use this one, so let's just forget it. It's enough. So same topology, I'm going to configure the EIGRP number one. First, go through the same autonomous system number, then we'll go for the different autonomous system as well as console and console. Similarly. So config terminal interface, let me save this configuration. IP address 12.1/24. So down and okay, router EIGRP number one. Okay, router EIGRP number one, network 0.0.0.0. Exit and do WR. R2, we have interface 0/0, IP address will be 12.2. Okay, 12.2/24, no shutdown, and no shutdown. Interface 0/1, IP address will be 23.2/24, no shutdown. And I need to put router EIGRP number one, network 0.0.0. Awesome. R3, interface 0/0, IP address will be 23.3/24, no shutdown, and router EIGRP1, network 0.0.0.0. Perfect, right? Cool. Is it on now? Perfect. So if you check the R1 routing table right now, debug IP routing. So IP root EHGRP, I have a complete information, right? Okay, why it's not happening? Package not there. Interface loopback number one IP address. Interface loopback number one IP address, and loopback does not have a MAC address. Interface loopback number two IP address 2.1/24. Interface loopback number three IP address will be 3.1/24. Then do it. Now R1 has a complete information. So they have a 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. Awesome. Let's go and do R2, and I'm going to enable the debug EHGRP events, debug IP EHGRP. Not even put the enter over there. Debug EHGRP. IPs. Update. Okay. So what is my first statement? My first case is case number one. R1 should not have 2.0, 3.0/prefix, right? So what we have to do, first of all, we have to match the route. As we know that as step one, we need to create the ACL, right? Create ACL, or either you can create the IP prefix list to match the route. That you have to do everywhere. Either you can do the path manipulation for the particular route, right? Either you want to do the path manipulation for the particular route, either you want to do the manipulation for the metric for the particular route, or either you want to do the manipulation for the AD values for the particular route. You have to use the ACL or prefixes. It is something like that. It is going to inform to the router, okay, I have a match criteria. I'm going to match this route. I'm interested in this route. So this two things is going to say that interested, or we can say that match. So he's going to inform to the router, right? I'm interested in this route. I can do anything with this route. So the first you have to create the ACL, or either you can prepare the prefix list. So I said that step one, access list number one, permit 3.0. Then step number two, create the route map. Now, as I told you, a route map is what? Route map is something like that. You are doing the modification. Route map is something like that. Particular route. Anything like, what is the meaning of route actually? Route means what? We can say the prefix, right? We can say that NRI in the BGP terms. We can say that LSA in the OSPF term. And map means what? I need to find the complete information, and I can change something with particular. That's the meaning of map, right? Map is what? You're finding, you're manipulating the path of your, whenever you're using the Google map. In the Google map, what happens? You have a multiple option there. You can go from this way, you can go from this way, you can go from this way. So you have an ability to choose any path. Same thing, what route map is going to do for the networking. So route map is going to do the same thing. You can do anything with the particular prefix. It's totally up to you. You can create this network. This is the network engineer. They can create a particular map for the particular route.
Now, what is NLRI?
NRI is a BGP, network layer utility information. BGP बताओ.
LSA, it's OSPF, right?
Yeah, in the BGP terms, network is known as a network layer utility information.
Okay.
So you can create a map for the particular route to do anything with that guy. So this is the network engineer that is going to create the route map, and this you can create a multiple route map on a single router. And that route map is identified, right, by name. For example, I can create a route map, put the any name, right, a Cisco over there. You can define any name, that's up to you, the Cisco over there, and you can define the route map. CCI over there. You can define the route map. Shaktiman. It's totally up to you, right? You can define any name, but make sure that this name is case sensitive. And you can use the up to 63 and 64 characters, something like that, of the name. This name has some limitation. You can use the 63 to 64 character of range. You cannot go beyond that one. So all this route map I'm going to create on the single router. And that is, this name is going to identify, okay, this route map belong from this route, this route map is belong from this route, and this route map is belong from this router. Once we have done with that guy, then we have to make the action. This action can be anything. Either your action can be a permit, or either your action can be a denial, like a ACL. So once I put the route map name, define the name Cisco over there, and then you can define the action. It's either you can say the permit. Permit means what? Allow the route. Deny means what? Once you have defined the name up to the 63 character, 63 or 64 is there, I'm not sure about it, 63 and 64. Then after that, you can define the sequence number. And this sequence number is a 16-bit range. You can use anything from 1 to 65535. You can take any range over there. So I say that route map Cisco permit 10 over there. You don't need to use the sequence keyword over there. You just need to put the 10 over there. By default, what happened? It will put the sequence keyword in the Cisco CLI. And then after that, what happened? Once you have put this command on the Cisco CLI, now you will move into this box. And now in this box, this name is box name is Cisco over there, this route map box, and you can do anything with this guy. For example, I can, first of all, I will match the route. I say that match IP address 1. In the IP address 1, what happened? I create the access list 1 permit 3.0 prefix, for example. So I'm going to match condition. I'm going to do the match condition in the Cisco route map. Even you can match right now I'm matching the IP address. That's the ACL number that I'm going to use over there. Even you can match the route IP precedence value that is going to use in the quality of service. You can use the packet with the precedence value as well as. You can even match the packet. You can say the match length. The packet should be length is 100 to the 200 bytes. For example, I can say this person, router 1, router number 2, router number 3. This link has a capacity of the 10 Mbps. This link has a capacity of the 5 Mbps, right? The host 1, host number 2, and host number 3, right? I can say that when this guy's a VLAN number 10, for example, this is the VLAN number 10 and this is a VLAN number 20, right? I can say that when the VLAN number 10 here will send a traffic to me, I always forward the traffic to this guy. But before forwarding the packet, let's check the length of the size. If the packet length is the size 100 to 200 bytes, forward the packet from the R2. That you can match the length of the packet size over there. And this you are going to match over there. It's in the bytes format. I can say this person, when the router will receive the packet, and if the packet length is 500 to 600 bytes, beyond the 200, right? Whatever beyond the 200 bytes, let's forward the packet from the R3. You can match the route, you can manipulate the path. Right now what happened, I'm manipulating based on the length of the packet. So by using the route map, you can do, as I told you, route map is what is, it is going to create a particular map for the particular route, right? For this route, I'm going to create this route map. For this route, I'm going to create this map. So this map is not going to depend on this person, right? This map is not going to depend on this person. It is totally individual map. For example, from the Marathali, what happened if you come to the network homes, you will have a multiple paths, right? You can come from the Donglur side and you can come from the Balandur side as well as. So both have an independent path. So both have a different map, right? Same thing I'm going to do over this guy. So right now what happened, my scenario is I'm going to perform the route filtering. I'm going to perform the route filtering based on the route map. I say the route map says scope for me 10, and I simply say that match IP address 1. If you have a prefix list number, then you can say the IP prefix list, define the name of that one. And then you have to say that exit. This is the basic command that you have to apply on the route map. And the last statement, what happened? Again, the last statement is implicit deny. Like a ACL and prefix list. This is the one thing that you can define manually by a network engineer, right? This guy's network is going to define all this command over there. But what happened if I'm just going to put the command like that, route map Cisco? If you just put the command route map Cisco, by default, what happened? It will take the action as a permit, and by default it will take the sequence number as a 10. So if you just put the command on the Cisco CLI, if you just put this command on the Cisco CLI, what happened? Now the Cisco CLI will convert this command line into the permitted. At the same time, what route map is going to do, whatever the sequence number you're going to put. For example, I put the route map sequence number 1 over there. Sorry, route map Cisco permit 2 and route map Cisco permit 1. I put the first statement, the route map permit 2, right? Sequence number, this is the sequence number 2 over there, and this is the action I define over there. And then in second statement, I put the permit 1. This is the sequence number 1. What Cisco CLI will do, it will convert this guy into the ascending order. Someone mic is on. So always remember, by default, the sequence number 10 will happen. If you just define the name, it will automatically convert in the permit statement, because by default the permit statement is happening. Okay, and if you define the sequence number in the random order, what happened? They will convert into the ascending order format. You can take any name, it's totally up to you, but the name is case sensitive. For example, you have created the name of Cisco over there, and the distribute list, you map the Cisco, nothing will happen. So what happened? Let me tell you one thing and one more time. So I just create the ACL step number 1. I say the access list, 1 permit, right? And the route map, I've said the 3 statement route map Cisco, permit 10, route map Cisco, permit 20, and route map Cisco, permit 30, permit 40. Same side, I'm going to create the route map. No need to define this person, permit 10, and I'm going to change the name of this person. I'm going to make this guy a CCNA. These are the 2 different route map that I've created on a single order. These are the 2 different route map that I've created on a single order, right? On the single order, I've created the 2 different route map. One is the Cisco and one is the CCNA over there, right? And in this distribute list, this is the access that I've created. In the distribute list, what happened? I said router EHRP number 1. I said the distribute list 1. Route map Cisco or direction. You know what happened? This is the, just take example, this guy name is route map, right? And that guy name is sitting on the router right now. And I apply this route map name is a distribute list in the, sorry, Cisco in the distribute list, right? What this guy is going to do? They have a 2 different person right now. One is the Cisco and one is the CCNA, right? What this guy is going to do? They will perform the scan operation. Scan means what? They first look up the sequence number 10. Do we have any match statement over there? No. Go for the 20. Do we have any match statement over there? Because as I told you that you have to match the route, right? In the route map. Do we have any match statement? No. Do we have any match statement? No. Do we have any match statement? No. If nothing is there, implicit deny will happen. Every time your route map is going to perform the scan operation, right? For each sequence number 10, 20, 30, 40. If nothing will happen, I'm going to perform the implicit deny. For example, in this case, if I'm going to put the match IP address 1, the same ACL number that I've created over there, If the route map is going to start from the scan operation, it first check the sequence number 10, right? Do we have a match statement? Yes. Once the match statement has done on the sequence number 10, right? Once the match statement has done on the sequence number 10, now they will perform the action. What is my action? Permit, allow this route. Will I check any statement over there? Once the match has completed once I'm going to perform the scan on number 10, right over there, permit 10, if the router has matches over there, right, then I'm going to perform the action over there. Action is in that permit, allow this route. I'm not going to look up for the 20, 30, and 40. But what happened? Just take example. I'm going to remove this guy. I'm going to put the match IP address over there. Same route map guy. Scan operation. They will look up the first statement. Do we have any map over there? Match statement? No. Then it will look up for the 20. Do we have a match statement? Yes, we have a match statement over there. Now, once the match statement has done in the sequence number 20, now it will perform the action. And now it will never look up for the 30 and 40. This is how your route map will work, guys. So sequence number is basically what they are going to do. It's just going to perform the identification. And one more thing, once I put the route map Cisco, right, I'm not going to perform any lookup for this person, not lookup happen for this person, because in the distributed list I perform the Cisco route map over there. I'm only going to perform the operation for this guy, not for this person. A scan will not happen for this person. A scan will only happen for the Cisco. And always the scan process will happen from the top to down. From lower sequence number to higher sequence number. Always this scan process will happen from lower to higher. If no match statement is happening in the sequence number 10, it will go for the 20. If the 20 has matches, then it will perform the action and nothing will happen after that. If the sequence number 20 has not matched any statement, go for the 30, go for 40, and nothing will happen, then implicit deny will happen in the last one. So what sequence number is going to do? It provides the identification, right? At the same time, you have a ability to perform the editing as well as. You can edit your route map because in this one, from 10 to 20, we have a gap, right? Still, we have a 9 sequence number over there. 11 to 20, right? You can do 11 to 19. You can do anything with this route map.
Now one question.
Yeah.
So you said, so it will check in the sequence order 10, 20, 30, 40. If nothing is matching, then it will be an implicit deny, right?
Right.
But before that, you said if route map doesn't contain any statements, by default, the action is permit.
This one. This one is statement, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So in this case also, there is no statement, only the route map is there. So finally, it will take as a permit or deny.
It will take the permit over there.
No, in the second
Second
scenario.
is the implicit is happening. Deny always. If I'm not going to create the any route, I'll just create the single route map over there. Right? So what Cisco CLI will do, it will convert into this one, right? The last statement, and again, sequence number 20 is an implicit deny.
Okay.
Now, what happened? For example, if you not remove the route map. For example, if you not remove the route map, how we can remove the route map? So you have a ability. You have a ability to remove the route map on a per sequence basis as well as. And you can remove the route map on a complete name. So if you just put the no route map, for example, Cisco, what happened? whatever the, if you just put this command node out map Cisco over there, what happened in this case, whatever the sequence number you have, 10, 20, 30, 40, all this route map will be deleted automatically. Whatever the statement, whatever the match clause will happen in this one, whatever the match and city statement will happen, everything will be deleted. But if you know, for example, if you know remove the 20 statement, for example, in this 20 statement match IP address 1 is there, and if you know remove the 20 statement, what we can do over there, we can simply say that node dot map Cisco commit sequence 20. I think no, just put the commit 20. No need to put the sequence. Right. So in this case, what happened? You're only going to eliminate this person, right? You're only going to eliminate this person. So whatever the statement, whatever the match statement or set statement has happened with this sequence number 20 will be removed from there. Now you have a 10, 30, and 40. Okay, let's see how this thing is working. Okay, and one more thing, let me write on the criteria. So guys, you will have a 3 condition, right? You will have a 3 condition. Condition 1, if your ACL, or prefix, I'm not going to make a more complicated, just understand the ACL means what, same thing will happen with the prefix list as well as, right? So if your ACL is permit and your route map is also permit, if your route map is also permit, in the route map the match clause will happen, then your route will be allowed. If your ACL permit route map denied, then the match clause will happen, the matches will happen, then route will be denied. Statement number 3, right? If the ACL is denied, route map is going to say the permit or deny, doesn't matter. Let me make it more easy, right? Let me make the route map permit right now and make match clause. Okay, it's written there, right? Not name Cisco. And I said permit over there in a sequence number 10. In the sequence number 10, I have said the permit over there. What happened? You will never look up for this guy. It will go for the next statement. Because you already see that deny, right? Then it is something like that. Do you know one thing what happened? This is the one company, right? In this company, there's a one manager is happening. Okay. And this is the HR, right? It's the manager of this company. And there's a one guy over there. This guy is a candidate that go for the interview over there, right? So what happened? When this guy is candidate is apply for the one job profile, so first this candidate will give the resume to the HR, right? First this candidate will give the resume to the HR. So HR is here, your ACL, right? That is going to perform the match statement. Either the route will be allow or not. the condition that I'm going to perform over there, right? If this guy is going to allow, if this guy is going to allow, it means that your profile has matched, your profile has matched, and now HR will forward this information to the manager. Your manager is out now. That is going to perform the decision. That is going to perform your decision. So basically, in a simple language, what I can say that ACL is something like that. You're just going to filter the information, right? But action is going to define based on the roadmap. Now, what manager is going to do? If the manager wants this person, if the manager took the interview of this person, and the manager wants to interested to hire this people, they can hire him. That's totally depend on the manager, right? The roadmap. If the manager is saying, okay, no, I don't want to this guy, they will deny you. So at the end of the day, what happened? If the HR wants that as ACL, right? If the HR or ACL, if this guy is allowing you, then it's totally relying on the manager. That is your roadmap. So ACL is permit or ACL is permit, right? ACL is permit and ACL is permit. Now the roadmap has a decision. They can perform. They can, either this manager is going to permit it, either this manager can deny it. It's totally depend on the this person. Okay, let me show you this practical. Then I'll come to the third point. Okay. So what I can do over there on R2, I go to the create ACL access list one permit. Okay, and I'm going to create the route map. Just go over there, and I say that deny. Match IP address one, and the last statement route map Cisco permit, because I need to allow all the route, right? Remaining route. And I'm going to apply this guy in the EHGRP router EHGRP one.
Now, if you are not giving permit 20, what will happen?
If you don't give the permit 20, implicit deny will happen like an ACL and prefix list.
So it's kind of implicit deny will happen, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it is must
mandatory
to define.
Exactly, it's mandatory. Otherwise, what happens? You're denying the 1.0 route. At the same time, 2.0 and 3.0 and 23.0 also will be denied.
Okay. So specific filter. So except everything we have to allow by default permit.
Right. So as you go to R1, just wait for some time. You will see the much use of the route map in the BGP case, in the BGP and policy based routing. And even in the OSPF also. So now you can see that I don't have the information on the 1.0 prefix. So IP route HGRP. And what I match over there in the ACL, if you see, I see the permit. Seem like a HR is allowing this person, right? This is the person. This person come for the interview. This is the HR of this company, and this HR is allowing this person, right? The profile has matched, and now he sent this profile to the which guy? Manager. And now the manager is going to decide what should I do with this people, right? People is ABC. So if the ACL is allowing over there, if you see ACL is allowing, he said, okay, your profile has matched. Now just come to the route map. Route map profile is saying that, manager is saying that, okay, let's deny the sequence number 10. And in the deny, I'm going to match IP address 1. So this person, the ABC, has denied. At the same time, how many persons are there in the ABC? They will X, Y, Z, and they will have a BCD. So ABC has denied, right? Match IP address, I said the match IP address 1, that's of the this guy ABC. They have denied with the sequence number 10. And the remaining route map Cisco permit 10, 20, right? In this case, what happened? This 2% will be matched. You can just remember this example and you will get the idea how the route map is working. That's it. See, route map is not hard. It's just a logical. It's just a logical. Many person will get confused with the route map. Many person is getting confused with the route map, but it's just a logical things, right? You just remember this thing, right? Always. So if you see what happened, I have enabled the debug EIGRP event. So I'm sending this update to the 0/0 interface. So R2 is sending this update to the 0/0 interface, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to advertise the 23.0 route from 0/1. This is the update, this one, right? But what I'm going to do, I'm going to deny this update, right? What happened with the pad today? That is not working fine. That's why R1 does not have a 1.0 information because it's denied by the route map. Route map is performing. See, if you have a look over there, route map is performing the decision over there, not the ACL. Clear? Now the same thing you can do like for example, if you're going to make a combination right now, what happened? This is my statement, route map, Cisco, commit, sorry, deny, 10, match IP address 1, sorry, exit, route map, Cisco, commit 20, done. For example, now what I can do over there, I'm going to create the both statement, case number 2, right? In the case number 2, what I can do, I'm going to use the R1 should have all the route. In this case, what happened? I'm going to match the ACL access list number 1, commit 1 or 0, right? Route map.
In this case, we don't need any route map.
Exactly. No
routes will be available, na?
So in no need to have a route number, but I'm going to giving you the case number over there. What happened if I'm going to use the permit statement in the ACL at the same time permit statement in the system route map? Copy. Okay. Restore on 16 GRP. Solve it. 1 minute में solve करो इसको. This is the configuration that is given over there. I'm not able to get the proper route. बता. Tell me, answer this question. Why R1 has not having any route? R1 only having 1.0. It should be have a 2.0 and 3.0, right? If you see the configuration, R2, show access list, show route map. Solve करो. Yeah, Bikram, solve it. Run.
So there is no match clause in route map 20.
So what happened? So it should be allowed, right? Why? Why will not check the route maps after the sequence on 20? It will 10. It will check, right? Because the last statement is implicit line. Because in the first statement, what happened? I matched the EC number 1. So it should be allowed, right? It should be allowed because I see the permit. It should be allowed. I see the permit. But for the remaining route 2.0 and 3.0, it should be also permit, right? But why it's denying? If you go on R1, it's not having the route. If you check the debug, in the debug as well as शिकायत नहीं बताओ जल्दी बताओ. Guys, are very simple things that you have to see. This is the troubleshoot you will get, right? What is the difference between this one and this one? This two one. What is the difference? अरे बताओ यार जल्दी. What is the difference between this two one?
Second one, first one is not looks like one.
That's why I asked. What's the difference between this one? And this is, I'm telling you, this is the things that you will get in the CCI lab exam.
It's a loop back and one is I don't know. It looks like that. One and first one doesn't look like that.
Case sensitive, right? Case sensitive is not case sensitive. See, this is the L, right?
Correct.
A small L, and this is the one. This is the small L. This is the one. Have a look over there. I have a two blocks over there, guys. One is the Cisco block is happening, and one is the Cisco block is happening. Two different route map. So in the permit sequence of permit 10, I'm going to match. So only this route will be allowed. Only this route will be allowed, right? Because I matched the statement over there. What is the last statement of this block? The last statement of this block will be implicit in I because there are two route map over there. This sequence, route map sequence permit 20, right? This is the different route map. And this is a different route map. And that's why if you check, as I told you that, is only going to read this route because I'm going to match, because in the distribute list, which route map I've called? In the distribute list, I call the route map Cisco, right? Not the Cisco. So in the Cisco, I say the permit 10, and in the permit at 10, I match the IP address 1, and that IP address is belong from the 192.168.1.0/24. What is the last statement of this guy? Implicit deny, and that's why he's denying this route. Is it? Again. Now what I did, I just go to R2, I say that do show route map. Now I say the permit 10, that is going to match this route, and for the remaining route 2 and 3, guys, clip. Now I'll tell you what happened with the, in exam. You will get the CIS, not this one. Let me show you in the CLI, because CLI is a little bit different. You will get this sticker, right? And this sticker will come in the last time. What happened? This sticker has come with the MPLS section. The 6th router was there, right? On the 6th router, the MPLS was configured. Everything is configured, but the thing was that they are not able to exchange the LDP labels information. They are able to ping to each other, right? They are able to ping the router 1 to router number 2, router number 3, everything, right? But they are not able to exchange the MPLS LDP because the password is little bit different. The password should be a, but what is configured over there? So always, right, when the troubleshooting comes in the picture, right, whenever, it's not like in the lab only, in the production as well as many times. What happened, the people, whenever the people are configured in this thing, right, they are always doing the mistake with the case values. Is it? Chale? Now third case नहीं दिखा देता यार, कितना क्लिक करूंगा मैं. So we're gonna R2, I said no access list, no route map, no route map. As a route map, access list 1, permit, sorry, let's deny it, right? Route map, Cisco, permit 10, match IP address 1. Do show access list. Let me do one thing. Do show run section route map section access list. No route on R1. Why? Deny. 1.0 prefix. Same route map I have matched. Cisco in the distributors, right? But still, I see the deny in the ACL, but in the route map I see the permit 10, right? And the permit 10, I'm matching the ECL number, but still he's denying because what happened? Same example. This guy, ABC, this guy, XYZ, this guy, BCD, CCD. What happens is the manager of this company, right? And this is the HR of this company. ABC, that's belong from the 1.0 interview, right? This guy. What happened when this person is coming to the interview? When this person is coming to the interview, you are saying a deny. HR is going to deny this person, right? If the HR is going to deny, I'm not going to perform this action. If the HR is going to deny you, right? If the HR is not going to select your profile, if the access list is going to deny, I'm not going to perform the lookup for this statement. So in this case, what happened? Now the scan process will be done. Now the scan process is done. So let's come to the scan process. What is the scan? What is that? This one is scan. And this one, let me come to this point. This scan. Yeah. Right. Now, change the ACL. I'm going to put the deny statement over there. This is ACL. In the ACL, I was deny 1.0 statement. So first, this scan process will happen. This route is the route map. In the route map, I've got the distribute list, right? Route map is going to perform the action with the permit 10. Do we have any match statement over there? No. Do we have any match statement for this guy? No. Do we have any matches? No. Do we have matches? No. So it will go for the implicit deny by default. This is the behavior, right? Now what happened? We call this guy as a match IP address 1. I call the match IP address 1 in this as permutation 10, right? The scan process will happen for the 10. The scan process will happen for the 10. Do you know what happened? Once you say that deny, once you say deny in the permit 10 or statement, right? If your ACL is denying, if you have a permit over there, and doesn't matter if you have a deny, if you have a permit over there, if you have a permit or a deny, it is going to ignore this person, it is going to ignore this person, it is going to ignore this person, and it is going to match the next level. It's not going to match this clause. Never. If your ACL is denying, right? If your ACL is denying, he's not going to match this clause. He's go for the next scan. This is the tricky part comes for the route map. The person is thinking, right? If I'm going to say deny in the ACL, if I'm going to say the deny in the ACL, and if I'm going to say the permit in this route map, if I'm going to deny in the ACL and if I'm going to permit the route map, route will be permitted, but it's not. The route will be denied. Even if I'm going to use the deny statement over there, again the route will be denied. So always remember, whenever you're going to match the route, I'm by using the ACL, what I'm doing over there, I'm calling the route, right? I'm matching the route. So if you match, if you're putting the deny, is it the route will be matched over there? Nothing. Route will be not matched. Here route will be not matched because you are saying deny. Deny means what? I'm not going to match with the any statement. If the person is come to the this office, right, then you can do anything with this person, right? If the person is not coming in this office, if the gatekeeper is denying this person, hey, you are not allowed to go in this company, right? This manager cannot do anything. As I told you that ACL and prefixes, right, that is going to match criteria performance, right? It is going to match the route. It is called the interested route. So it should be permit. Permit means what? I'm allowing this person. Permit means what? I'm allowing this person so that anything can be done by the route map. If the route map wants to deny this route, they can deny. If the route map wants to permit this route, they can permit. It's totally depend on the route map. But the ACL and prefix list is going to allow this person to do anything. What is the, this is the ACL guy and this is the route map, right? What ACL is saying that I'm allowing this route to you. I'm allowing this route to you. You can do anything this route. Either you can allow this route or either you can deny this route. So he's giving the permission to the route map. So how can I give the permission? How the ACL is give the permission? By allowing this statement. And that's why if you check the is it clear now?
See, we already denied the now 1.0 segment in route map permit 10 statement.
So
So
he's
this is
not going to match this clause because the
okay.
clause is defined over there is not going to match this clause. He jumped to the permit sequence number 20.
Based on that, it will allow all the routes.
Exactly.
Okay.
One command was there. Let me check it's working on. It's not. That's why I matched the three condition I said that. You just remember this three condition. Condition here. Okay. अच्छा एक मैजिक दिखाऊं क्या?
No, just go back on that ACL permit route map. Route map permit.
Of course. That's why I matched this one. Actually, one thing is also, it's not like that in the route map, you're only going to use the name, right? You can use the number as well as, for example, I can create a route map, look like this, route map. I can put the number 3. This is the representation of route map, and the sequence number will be permit, and X will be 10, right? You can also do like this. So it's not like that you're only going to use the name, you can use the number as well as. So this is the route map number and this is the sequence number. And each route map statement has a permit and deny. Associate with.
What is this law? Each route map statement has permit
Every
and
route map statement has a permit and deny action. Either it can be a permit or either it can be a deny statement, right? With the sequence number, like route map you are going to create, right? I just put the route map and put the Cisco over there. What happened? Automatically they will convert in the permit, right? So every route map is, this is the one statement, right? One statement. So each route map statement, either it can be a permit or either it can deny statement.
okay.
चलो एक ज्यादा दिखाता हूँ. So what is the difference between the permit and nothing is difference. Permit and permit is the same. Both are the permit. So you're asking the permit is a case sensitive.
You wrote in caps, so that's why I was asking.
No. I said that you're asking the permit and caps lock on, caps lock off. So guys, I don't have any ECL or do so access list. And do
So
so.
the routers you saw showed. So sorry, I joined late. So like which protocol you're running? I mean, like you're running.
So you have
I
net
mean,
drive.
No. I missed that. If you're, I didn't see that if you have like shown the any protocol you're running in these three.
I use the EGRP over there.
EGRP, because what I understand, route maps would be used for redistribution mostly. As per
No, I'll come to the point of redistribution as well as one minute. So right now do so access list and do so route map. Anything is nothing is there, right? Okay. Tell me one thing. Right now I don't have anything, right? No route map, no access list. Section EGRP. ये है magic. R1 पे देखो क्या होगा. है ही नहीं route. Route is not there. Do we have any route map in ACL over there? No. I don't have a route map, not in the ACL, but I just call a route map in the distributor. That's it. I just call a route map Cisco in the distributed list. And what happened in the background, if you have a look over there. Okay. Can anyone explain me why this thing is happening? I don't have any route map over there, not in the ACL, and but still the route has denied. I just called that route map in the distribute list. I don't have any ACL, not in the route map, but still the route is denying.
Actually, that AGRP is looking for the route map, so it is thinking that statement is not there. It is by default. It is go for implicit deny.
Wow, Sandar, thank you. चलो अब एक काम करते हैं. Let's do one thing. Okay. So two different AS number, EAGRP1 and EAGRP2. Sorry. Done. 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 So we have a two different AS number, EHRP1 and EHRP2. So by default, what happened? R3 will share this information to the R2. R2 has a complete routing information that I'm getting from the 23.3. The source is 23.3 over there, and the next hop will be 23.3. And I'm learning this information on the 0/0, sorry, 0/1 interface, right? And if you see that show IP EHRP topology, you will have a two topology table. One is for the EHRP number 1, and second is for the EHRP number 2. So this guys belong from the EHRP number 1 till this point, and this guys belong from the EHRP number 2. Is it? Chale. So right now R1 does not have any information, right? एक चीज और देख लो. Both have the same route ID. Doesn't matter, right? In this case, it doesn't matter. So right now R1 show IP route EHRP. I don't have any information. What we have to do on R2? I need to allow the router EHRP number 1, redistribute EHRP number 2, define the metric, done. And if you go on R1 now, so R1 will have all information as external. What I can do over there, I want to filter the route with the redistribution concept. So now I can use so we have done with the distributed list. Now what we can do over there, we can use the ACL with, either you can use the ACL prefix list that you can match the route with the route map statement. And same concept will happen, this one, same concept, nothing's different. So for example, I want to deny this route. So what we have to do on R2, I just need to call this guy, first of all, ACL number 1, access list number 1, commit. Done. Route map. Cisco. Deny. Permit 20. Done. Router EAGRP number 1. Remove this person first of all. And I say that redistribute EAGRP number 2 and check the route map. And what route map is seeing that? Do so run section EAGRP, section route map, section ECL. So once I say the redistribute, what happened? Redistribute EAGRP2 and set the matrix of this value, right? And before redistribute, in this case, what happened by putting this command, what happened? All the route will be redistributed, all the route. What I can do over there, I say that, okay, before redistribution, check the route map. Now the decision will happen based on this person. Now, what the route map is saying that Cisco deny 10, and in this case, I'm going to match the IP address 1, and that IP address is 1.0, right? So I'm going to deny this guy person, right, and allow the rest of the route. So how many rest of the route will be have? 2.0, 3.0, and 23.0. So if you go to R1 now, I don't have a 1.0 information. The 2.0, 3.0 is present, but I don't have the 1.0. Simple statement is there, nothing is. Clear? Radio stations, how can you filter this thing? In the OSPF case, then I'll show you the something difference. The route map concept is something different. I'll show you how to manipulate the E2 and E1, something like that. Not how to change the cost for the particular this person, how to change the cost for particular this person. So can you please repeat this again? Yeah. See, I see that this person redistribute in the router EAGRP mode. I can just go in the EAGRP1 classic mode, and as the redistribute EAGRP number 2. So whatever the route that is the EAGRP number 2, you have to redistribute into the EAGRP number 1. But wait a minute. Check the route map. Route map is in the Cisco. Now, before I'm going to redistribute all this route, to the EAGRP number 1, I have to check the route map, because now the decision will happen based on the route map. And the decision is saying that Cisco, same route map, deny 10. So I need to deny the route that is called in the ECL number 1. I have to deny this route that is called in the ECL number 1, and that route is 1.0. So now what happened? R2 is not going to send the 1.0 prefix, but it will send the all the prefix 2.0, 3.0, and 23.0. Because we have a permit 20 statement. If you don't have a permit 20 statement, because of the permit 20, I'm allowing this route. But if you don't have a permit 20, again, all the route will be denied. Clear? Kaushik? Anyone has questions? मैं तो हो गया मेरे से बताओ और कोई scenario दो.
No, it's clear.
So you can do this all scenario with the radio station as well. Same concept, nothing is different. So you will become a very familiar once we have done with the BGP partner. So you will become very familiar with the route map. I know this thing is a little bit tricky, and so it's not tricky. Just remember this one and that example, right? That's it. And but you will become more familiar with the BGP case, how you can use the many types of route. Even if you see, I'm going to the route map, A2 permit, route map 2 permit 10, and with the match, can match the information look like this. Can you see that? So I use the number over there instead of the name. So many of the things is part of the BGP, right? Many of the things. Even you can set the things, anything. Set many of the part of the BGP, because the code is totally route map is totally BGP is totally relying on the route map concept. Because in this case, what happened? The lots of policies there, right? So you can, for example, you can match the route with the length size, which is the length, then you can define the what is the size of the packet. We'll see that this thing in the PBR, policy based routing, and I'm teach you, right? You can do the path manipulation over there. Clear? Clear? Last 2 days video, Hari, last 2 days video. I already shared the last 2 days video, Hari. You are not there in the group, I think so.